Have you ever looked up at the night sky and seen it suddenly burst into color? Imagine ribbons of green, pink, and purple light racing across the darkness. This is the Aurora Borealis, the northern lights. When the display becomes especially intense and fast, we call it an Aurora Avalanche. It's nature's most spectacular light show, a rare event that leaves people awestruck. The lights seem to pour from the sky, cascading with breathtaking speed. People travel from around the world, braving the cold for a glimpse of this magic. But what makes this phenomenon so special? It's a direct, visible connection to the powerful forces shaping our solar system. You're witnessing the real-time dance between solar particles and Earth's magnetic field. This is physics on a planetary scale. Humbling, beautiful, unforgettable. In this guide, we'll explore the science behind auroras, the solar storms that create them, and how you can witness and photograph this wonder for yourself. We'll highlight the best dates to see the aurora in Iceland, and we'll share simple tips for capturing its beauty with just your smartphone. The sun, our life-giving star, is far from peaceful. It's a churning ball of hot, charged gas, prone to massive explosions called solar storms. These storms unleash clouds of charged particles with immense energy. The solar wind races across the solar system at millions of miles per hour. We're approaching a solar maximum, expected to peak in mid-2025. More sunspots mean more solar flares and coronal mass ejections, CMEs. When aimed at Earth, it can arrive in just a few days. As it nears, it collides with our planet's magnetic shield, triggering the aurora. But these storms can disrupt our technology, a topic we'll cover soon. Understanding solar storms helps us appreciate the delicate balance that makes life possible. The sun gives us life, and sometimes a wild light show. When a solar storm sends a cloud of particles toward Earth, our planet's magnetosphere steps in. This invisible magnetic shield, generated by Earth's core, deflects most of the solar wind. But some particles slip through, funneled toward the north and south poles. As they plunge into the upper atmosphere, they collide with oxygen and nitrogen atoms. These collisions excite the atoms, which then release energy as light, creating the aurora. The color depends on the gas and altitude. Oxygen glows green or red, nitrogen blue or purple. During an aurora avalanche, a massive wave of particles causes a frenzy of collisions. The result, a sky ablaze with fast-moving, vivid lights. Gentle curtains become a wild, chaotic dance. It's the difference between a drizzle and a downpour. This is the peak of the auroral experience, rare, intense, unforgettable. The next time you see the sky erupt in color, you're witnessing a cosmic battle above your head. It's nature's most electrifying performance, and it all starts with a storm on the sun. Auroras are beautiful, but the solar storms behind them can threaten our technology. Powerful solar storms induce electrical currents in power lines and pipelines, geomagnetically induced currents, or GICs. These can overload power grids, damaging transformers and causing blackouts. It's happened before. In 1989, a solar storm knocked out Quebec's power for 9 hours. The 1859 Carrington event was even stronger, disrupting telegraphs worldwide. If a storm like that hit today, the impact could be catastrophic. Weeks or months without power, affecting everything from communication to water supplies. Governments and utilities are working to make grids more resilient, improving forecasting and hardware. The aurora is a reminder, the same forces that dazzle us can also disrupt our lives. Respecting and preparing for space weather is essential in our technology-driven world. The lights in the sky are a warning as much as a wonder. We must be ready for the sun's wild side. Enjoy the show, but remember the power behind it. Nature's beauty and danger are often two sides of the same coin. Iceland is one of the world's best places to see the northern lights. Its location within the auroral oval means frequent, vivid displays. With the solar cycle peaking, the winter of 2025-2026 promises a spectacular show. November is ideal. Long nights, but milder weather than deep winter. Right now, sunspot activity is high, and forecasters expect a major CME soon. If it's aimed at Earth, the best viewing window in Iceland will be November 23rd to 26th. The moon will be waning, so skies will be dark. For the best view, escape city lights, head to the countryside or the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Check Aurora forecast apps for real-time solar wind data. A strong southward breeze means a major auroral storm is likely. Be flexible, watch the weather, and be ready. The sky could erupt at any moment. This November, Iceland's skies may put on their brightest show in years. To witness an Aurora Avalanche, preparation is key. Dress in layers, thermal base, insulating mid-layer, and waterproof outer shell. Protect your hands, feet, and head with insulated gear, wool socks, mittens, and a warm hat. Bring a headlamp with red light to preserve night vision. Let your eyes adjust for 20-30 minutes in the dark. Pack a thermos of something hot to stay warm and patient. Plan your location. Get far from city lights and rent a car to chase clear skies if needed. Always check weather and road conditions before heading out. Let someone know your plans, especially if you're exploring remote areas. Make sure your car is fueled and ready for Iceland's unpredictable weather. Being prepared keeps you safe and lets you fully enjoy the magic when the lights appear. The right gear turns a cold wait into an unforgettable adventure. When the sky erupts, you'll be ready. You don't need a fancy camera to capture the aurora. Your smartphone can do the job. The secret? A small tripod to keep your phone steady for long exposures. Use your camera's Pro or manual mode, or download an app with manual controls. Set a long shutter speed, 10 to 30 seconds, to let in enough light. Adjust ISO to 800 or 1600 for brightness, but avoid too much grain. Manually set focus to infinity by tapping a distant star. Use a timer or remote shutter to prevent blur from touching the phone. Experiment with settings until you find what works best. Night mode on many phones can also produce bright, clear images. Try both manual and night mode. Shoot in RAW format if possible for more editing flexibility later. Include interesting foregrounds, mountains, lakes, or silhouettes for dramatic photos. Try a time lapse to capture the aurora's movement. Patience and practice are key. Each display is unique. With these tips, you'll capture the magic, not just witness it. The best camera is the one you have with you. Make it count. Once you've mastered the basics, get creative with your aurora photos. Use the rule of thirds for striking compositions. Place the horizon low to showcase the sky. Add foreground elements like trees, buildings, or water reflections for depth. Night mode blends multiple exposures for brighter, less noisy images. Use it with a tripod. Shooting in RAW gives you more control when editing. Apps like Lightroom Mobile are great for this. Capture a time-lapse to show the aurora's dance across the sky. Include people as silhouettes for a human touch. Experiment with angles and perspectives. Each shot tells a different story. The aurora is unpredictable, so keep shooting and adjusting. Sometimes the best photo is the one you didn't plan. Let your creativity flow. The sky is your canvas. Every aurora is a new opportunity to create something unforgettable. Standing beneath an aurora is more than a visual treat. It's a full-body experience. The cold air, the silence, the sudden eruption of color, it all feels otherworldly. For millennia, people have looked up at these lights with awe, weaving them into myths and legends. The aurora connects us to the cosmos and our shared human history, a humbling reminder of our place in the universe. The aurora commands your attention, inspiring wonder that lingers long after the lights fade. The universe is putting on a show. Don't miss it.